Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So we are up at the crack of dawn today. It is not even light outside because Chris and I are off to the Tesco Prep Like a Pro Christmas. We are so excited to go because we are hosting this year. We have got my sister and her family coming over, my brother and his family coming over, us, and then my mum and dad were meant to be coming. But my dad's not very well, so I don't think they're going to be able to make it, which is such a shame. We are going to be cooking with the Tesco chefs. I am so excited about that. You guys know that whenever I do a family food haul, it is always from Tesco. I absolutely love the Tesco products, so I'm so excited to go there today, cook with their actual chefs, and then get loads of tips and tricks and hacks on how to prep my Christmas dinner in advance so that I can just enjoy the day with my family to a maximum. I'm very excited because Chris is coming with me today, which I think is great because we are hosting together, which means he can help me prep. Chris is actually like a very good cook, but I think he doesn't really do it that often, but I think that's because I'm the feel hosting. You are, no, you are. Yes. Hey, what do you mean he is? I'm a good host.
Both good hosts.
Yeah, we're both good hosts, but you don't really tend to get involved in like the daily cooking at home because I film so many of my meals, right? But when we have guests over, I tend to kind of sit back, and then Chris is the one who hosts the guests, which is actually quite nice for me. So yeah, we're off up to London now. The boys are going to go to their friend's house. Lulu is also going to go to her friend's house, and Chris and I are going to have a day together with Tesco. Right, Chris and I have just arrived in London, and look who I am with. This is Jamie, and you are the official Tesco chef, aren't you? That is like a massive, massive responsibility you've got yourself there.
Yeah, it's an absolutely amazing job. I get to do what I love every single day.
So we are having a masterclass with Jamie today. He is going to be teaching Chris and I how to cook gravy, roast potatoes, and the best chocolate pudding that will take you 18 minutes from prep time to coming out the oven to produce. The great thing about everything that Jamie's going to be sharing with us today is the fact that it is all freezable, so you can prep in advance, and then, because I think Christmas is all about being with friends and family and being really present. So if you have all your stuff prepped in the freezer that you can just pull out the night before or the morning of Christmas, pop it in your ovens and then wow your guests with it. They will literally be wowed because you will be spending so much time with them, but also producing the best food ever. So keep watching so you don't miss how you can prep like a pro with Tesco. So before we start cooking, I just wanted to show you some of the yummy Tesco products they have here today, and I also wanted to show you how amazing they have decorated this place. Look at the table, it's so pretty, and their Christmas tree is just lovely. Tesco have a huge free-from range, and they also have loads of free-from products that you can buy this Christmas. So they've got the sage and onion stuffing, and they also do some delicious gluten, wheat and egg-free mince pies too. As you can see, Tesco have so many lovely festive products. They are all delicious. I have tried so many of them, and I can definitely vouch and tell you how good they are. But now it is time to start cooking. I'm ready to cook. This is actually what I need at home. I don't have an apron at home.
Well, you can take that with you. Considering my Christmas gift.
Thank you, thank you.
You should all have some roast potatoes ready cut on your section. We're just going to pour them straight into our largest pan.
Jamie says to boil your potatoes for quite some time in salted water. The salted water will season your potatoes really well whilst cooking, and by boiling them until they are nice and soft, this will mean you have a rougher surface on the potatoes so that they become crispier when being cooked in the oven.
You can see here the potatoes, how fluffy they've gone on the outside. So we've probably cooked these a little bit more than people generally would at home because we want all of these, I call them, they're like my little gnarly edges. You can see where it's starting to go white here, because we've cooked them that bit further. The outside wall has already broken down. Now what we want to do is let that wall set. So you could lay these out on a tray if you've got space and let them cool right down. But what we're going to do, we're going to add our fat in now. So straight in with that. I'm also going to chuck my herbs in. These can go straight into a freezer bag at this stage now. Lay them nice and flat, straight in the freezer. You can cook these from frozen, straight out onto a tray. Christmas morning, these are going to be the most incredible roast potatoes. I'm going to cook mine now. I'm going to let them start getting crispy in here, and then all I'll start doing is moving them around with a spoon a bit as they're crisping up. All of these bits, that even like mashed potato, they're going to crisp on the outside and become like the fluffiest little crispy lovely bits.
Top tip from Jamie is the fact that he added the goose fat into here when he was making his potatoes. Normally, I would have put the goose fat onto the tray, then into the oven, make the goose fat hot, and then put my potatoes in there. But Jamie says don't bother.
But the key thing here, we're going to go into a really hot oven.
Yeah.
Going to start that hot for around 20 minutes.
And
just
what
so
temperature do you
so I'm going in at about 220.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to set that crispy outside. Then we can drop this down slightly for another 40 to 50 minutes as they crisp up just to finish. But these are going to make the most amazing roast potatoes. We're going to move on to the ultimate inclusive gravy. So my top tip with gravy is, or my secret ingredient, is yeast extract. The yeast extract is so umami. It's that like really sort of savoury, salty, rich depth of flavour that is absolutely essential to any gravy. So you can get this from roasting bones for hours and hours and making great stocks, but again, it's all about saving time, keeping a little bit of energy left so we can enjoy the party a bit more. So just by adding that dollop at the end, we can save all of that time and just use a great vegetable stock. We get exactly the same depth and level of flavour.
Top tip here, this is actually the Tesco soup mix that they have just taken a handful out of. Like they come in like pre-made bags, so you take a handful out of those, pop them in here, so you don't have to do any chopping or prepping or anything like that for this gravy. It's literally just a handful of the soup mix into here as a delicious base.
Show you where my veg has started to get some colour.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so and you can smell that. If we had smell-o-vision now, everybody would be able to get them lovely, rich, sort of sweet caramelised notes.
How are you doing?
Cooking like a pro.
Prepping like a pro.
Prepping like a pro, actually, yeah.
How good does that smell? Jamie just told us that what you do is you're going to blitz. You're not going to strain this. You're going to blitz all of this down. So if you've got like a NutriBullet or something like that, that would work a treat. So you want to keep all of your herbs in there as well as the stalks, and you're going to blitz that down to make your gravy a little bit thicker with all of that. That is a top tip because I would have strained that, to be honest with you, but it just smells amazing. I wish you guys could actually have smell-o-vision right now.
Everything's going in here. I want to capture all of that flavour. Don't want to lose anything. Why create waste if we don't need to? We're going to let that blend for a minute or two, get it nice and smooth. And there we have it. So the gravy's done. At this point now, this is, as you will see, we didn't add any salt to this at all. We've got like yeast extract that's in there that's quite salty. And then also, by making sure we got them layers of caramelisation as we cooked, this will really enhance the flavour. So at this stage, we're just going to have a tiny taste. I would season now, but none at the beginning. It's delicious. I don't even need to season it. I'm not going to add any salt there. The yeast and that caramelisation has done its job. I've got a lovely acidity from the wine as well. So I'm just going to go back into my pan here. You can see the consistency there is delicious.
That is so good. Those herbs are delicious.
Yeah, the thyme stays fresh, that garlic.
I would never have thought to blitz my herbs up with that.
But it's just, it's one of them things we're going to have to fish out and put in the bin. We're using the Tesco herbs. None of our herbs are really old and woody. They're all quite young and soft anyway, so they're going to blitz down really easily.
It's now time to start making the star of the show, and that is these chocolate puddings. Here are the ingredients that we'll be using, but I've actually made a little video of how we made these on my Instagram, so I'll add the link into my description box for you, so you can check out how it's made. It's so quick and easy and totally delicious too.
See quite quickly, mine's all come together. We've got a lovely like pudding batter. So I'm actually going to serve mine in the ramekins today. Look at that gooey goodness.
As you can see, we're taking our Christmas pudding mixture home. I'm trying to get it into a piping bag, which I'm finding quite difficult. Luckily, as you can see, I had Adam to come to my rescue. Adam is the Tesco Senior Development Chef, and he is full of knowledge when it comes to cooking, just like Jamie is. We're taking this home so we can pop it into the freezer, ready to pipe out into little ramekins on Christmas Day.
Now it's going to be ready for whenever you want it later.
Right, so we have just finished our masterclass with Jamie. So we cooked, like I said, potatoes, gravy, which was amazing, vegan gravy, and it tasted unbelievable. And we've also just made some like chocolate melt in the middle puds as well. So I'm all ready for Christmas Day. So now we are going to taste everything. I cannot wait because this whole place smells absolutely amazing. We also had Adam, you'll probably have seen him in the footage that you just saw now. Both of them made the whole cooking experience seem so easy. Do you enjoy that?
It's good fun, yeah. Learned quite a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, I know. go. Can't wait to eat it now. Just as we sit down, I thought I would show you what we are having for our meal. This is a vegan turkey crown. We also have some pigs and blankets over there, and then this is a Tesco tomahawk steak. I've never actually seen a tomahawk steak before. I hadn't actually even heard of it before either, but just look at it. It's cooked to absolute perfection in my opinion. Oh my gosh.
These are a special product just for Christmas.
Okay.
So you will only find it at Christmas.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that steak.
Yeah. Thank you.
Horseradish, pigs in blanket, roasties, parsnips, cabbage, and then there's the vegan turkey too. Chris and I have just finished. That was so good.
Pretty good fun.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, well, you did a lot more prepping than me.
I think you might be on gravy duty this year.
Yeah, the gravy came out really well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was so good. So what we've got with us now is a little goodie bag full of the things that we've made. So we've got our gravy, our roast potatoes, and we have got the chocolate to make the chocolate goo pot things. Oh my gosh. All three of those things were absolutely amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write below in my description box all the quantities that you need for each thing to make, and then I'm also going to sort of like explain the method and the temperatures that you cook it all at. And I hope that you guys give it a go, because all of these things, like Jamie said, can be made in advance, put in the freezer, and then pull them out whenever you want to use them. I feel like over the last year or so we haven't like spent loads of time with my family because of all the restrictions that have been in place, but now we're going to just have the nicest Christmas. The kids are going to have so much fun with all of their cousins, and we are going to prep like a pro, aren't we? Well, I think we've actually already prepped like pros, haven't we?
We have.
So yeah, thank you so much to Tesco for having us today. We had the best time. If you have any questions you would like to ask about anything we have cooked today, anything that I've shown on this video, then please just ask. I'm more than happy to answer them as best as I can. If I don't know the answer, I will find the answer out for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah.